Hello, everybody, and today we're gonna talk about player roles, in particular, comparison between wingbacks and fullbacks. Because I recently had a talk with a friend regarding player roles, and I also recently uploaded a video regarding player roles and tactics in Football Manager 24. With 4-3-3 with a defensive midfielder, which is this one, and 4-2-3-1, which is this one. These are the two main tactics that I use in FM24 so far. I also have a third one, which is this one. It creates a lot of goals, but also it allows a lot of goals. Most importantly is that we win by a lot of goals. But that's not the discussion today. So, player roles for wingbacks and fullbacks. What is the difference between a wingback and and a fullback? What are the main characteristics for a fullback and for a wingback? Because of that, we will talk. First of all, we have these players with the fullback option here, and I'm gonna put a picture on screen here where we compare the two positions, the two roles actually, for the same position with the same player. A fullback in football plays a crucial role in both defensive and offensive play. The defensive role for a fullback is by far marking and tackling an opponent that tries to attack. Fullbacks are tasked with marking opposition wingers, or let's say wide attackers or attackers that drift from their position, aiming to prevent them from making a successful run or cross. They need also tackling, and they need to be skilled in one, because in defensive situations of one-on-one, they have to make timely tackles to dispose opponents and not create penalties or so on. In the build-up play of the match, he supports the defense, he contributes to the defensive solidity by supporting the central defenders, and he helps maintaining a compact defensive line. Also, they tend to participate in the team's build-up play by providing either short passes to, let's say, central midfielders or to wingers, initiating attacks from the deep position that they are in. With the attacking role, but you have to be aware that this varies upon the playing style that each and any of you have. He can make overlapping runs, but not as often as a wingback, and this is very important to know. So he makes overlapping runs also if you have the instruction to overlap. He makes those overlapping and those forward runs, but he doesn't make them as often as a wingback. He also tends to deliver crosses into the box, especially when they are advancing into attacking position during either set pieces or just normal open play. This was about a fullback. As you can see, and as I said, tackling is very important. We have here a player with 16 tackling is Juan Foyth. But what you see with marked with green, these are the main attributes for a fullback. On the right side here of the picture, we have the main attributes for a wingback. Why are those different? And you can see most of them are almost the same. So in both roles, we need tackling, we need marking, but and also we need let's say positioning, teamwork, but also we have slight differences. Let's say if for a fullback, crossing and dribbling are not the main attributes, For a wingback, crossing and dribbling are the main attributes that you should look for, besides marking and tackling. Also, main attribute is work rate and stamina. Why is that? Because wingback in football plays a dual role. He contributes both to the defensive work and also to offensive work, but he's positioned as a wide defender. The wingback operates in the flanks between the central defenders and the midfielders. So, because of that, when you attack, he, especially if you have, let's say, overlapping as an instruction, he makes very often overlapping runs beyond the team's wingers. So they surpass the team's wingers in order to get in favorable positions to create width in the attack. They deliver crosses into the box exactly like a fullback, but they tend to cross it more often than a fullback, aiming to set up goal scoring opportunities for strikers or attacking midfielders. As an attacking support, wingbacks actively participate in the team's build-up play, linking with midfielders and forwards, and also with their forward runs. So in essence, wingbacks combine the defensive duties of a traditional fullback with the attacking responsibilities, let's say, of a winger, offering also versatility and contributing to both ends of the pitch. Because of that, they need a lot of stamina. Because as we can see here, stamina is defined as the attribute that reflects a player's ability to endure high-level physical activity for extended periods of time. So for these forward runs that a player will make. Next, we will look at some videos of wingbacks and fullbacks and how they tend to play it. So the first one is a video here. We have our fullback in this position. Let's start the play. We see we recover the ball. We are the ones in purple. We recover the ball, and this is with the role of fullback. You see he drifts wide, but he keeps staying. Although we start attacking, he keeps staying here. He doesn't make that overlap run here to go aggressively on the attack. This is also a video with fullback role. It's from the same match. I do want to tell you that both matches were replayed, so to say. First match was played with fullbacks. The second was played with wingbacks. And we see here the fullback that played contained here in the and drifted towards the center of the defense. Here we see as a fullback he had the option to go forward, but he didn't. He just stopped and instead he opted to help the defense and to stay a little. See, he went there in the attack a little and then he just came back because his opponent player went in the central of the field, and because of that he didn't have to follow him again. We have here also video, but now with the wingback role, and the player that we are going to watch is this one here on the bottom of the screen. This is our wingback player now. So this is from the other match where he plays as a wingback, so with the role of wingback. You see how he immediately wanted to run forward, and he stopped only because they lost the ball. Another video here is also with him as a wingback. We have the wingback up on the screen there. Now he has the ball. He advances with the ball. He passes it to our inside forward, but he keeps staying in the attack, as you can see. He didn't came immediately back. He passes it to the inside forward, and We managed to get the goal here, but the fact is that he put a constant pressure by going in the attack. Here also we have him in the bottom of the screen. He receives a few passes and now he immediately and aggressively goes on the attack. Our central defender passes it on the left side, but before the player scored the goal, he wanted to go on the attack. This is the last video that we're gonna see. We have the wingback here. I'm marking it with the mouse, and as they attack, he stays wide. This is the most important thing. He stays wide. He comes deep to help the defense. He comes with the winger, but as the cross comes, not having a good header made a problem for him to get to the ball. And here is a clearance that our wingback made. Please observe him as he goes back in the defense, also with a lot of space here. So as he goes back in the defense, we see a lot of space between him and the central defender. So this space can be attacked by, let's say, an opponent. But in this case, our wingback goes back with the inside forward that our opponents have. And as the cross comes, he lets the wingback in his position and he follows the cross, clearing it and creating a chance for a counter attack. Is as a, let's say, advice, everybody can play with the roles and with the duties that they feel most comfortable with. But it is important to know that the player that will be with the fullback option will still go in the attack, but not as often, and will keep the back line more contained and without so much space between him and the central defender. Because if we pick here, do you see the position of our wingback, our right wingback here? Let's say we pick the wingback role, also with support, we see immediately going up a position. See? He went back. When we pick wingback, he immediately goes a little forward. So even the game helps us realizing that the wingback role would be a little more oriented to attack and to help the attack and the build-up play, leaving us sometimes, considering the instructions that we have for the team, leaving us sometimes with the defensive line in check. I hope this helped you. I hope it was a good information. If so, please leave a like and also subscribe, because more videos like this will be coming in the future. Thank you. Bye bye.